All quiet on the economic front this week as focus shifts entirely to earnings season. Not only do we get big banks on Friday, we get more Monday and Tuesday coming up with earnings. We also get Netflix reporting this week, and we get TSLa reporting this week. It's your week ahead preview right now. Earnings season set to kick into full swing this week, which means it's every trader's favorite time of the year. Most analysts still expecting a slight uptick overall with earnings for the S&P 500, even with current market conditions. Yeah, not ideal. Monday, first off, we'll get the first of two of the final big bank earnings reports in BAC. Most analysts are expecting the bank to report a slight drop in their latest quarter on higher revenue, though. Tuesday, then, we get back into the economic news with the Fed's Redbook coming out at 8:55 before the market even gets open. Industrial production and then manufacturing data, again, both month over month and year over year, all due out pre-market on Tuesday. On the earnings calendar, meanwhile, Tuesday morning is a full slate. We'll get Goldman Sachs along with J&J, Johnson & Johnson, and toy maker Hasbro, along with crypto bank Silvergate, SI. After the market closes, meanwhile, on Tuesday, Netflix will headline with earnings. Most analysts remain very bullish on Netflix shares ahead of earnings. We saw more of that last week when we got news that their ad-supported tier will be available in the U.S. as soon as November 3rd. Again, $6.99 if you're looking at the basic ad-supported tier. The stock already more than 30% off the lows when we know what the overall market is still doing. And then later in the morning, of course, on Wednesday, we get the weekly energy inventories update at 10:30. On the earnings front, meanwhile, Procter & Gamble. We get the NASDAQ itself coming out with earnings, and then chipmaker ASML back on tap as well. So the chip group could be in focus once again. TSLa set to report earnings at 4:05 p.m. coming up this Wednesday. Shout out to our friend Katie Stockton at Fairlead Strategies. Yeah, she thinks the top has been set on TSLa, and there's way more downside to come. The company, of course, recently reported record sales for Chinese-made vehicles as recent as September, while the overall delivery number, remember, came in a little bit lighter than expected for the month of September. Let's move on to Thursday morning. We'll get some secondary inflation data. Again, the big numbers already passed for the month of October, but we get the Philly Fed Index for October along with initial jobless claims at 8:30 Eastern in the pre-market. Existing home sales, meanwhile, also set to come Thursday at 10 a.m. More airline earnings then on deck aftermarket Thursday. AAL going to report along with FCX, Philip Morris, and Blackstone, all among notable names coming Thursday. After the close, the big one, Snapchat, always a huge mover off of earnings. In its latest report, the company announced an aggressive cost-cutting plan and is still targeting $6 billion in revenue on 450 million daily active users by 2023. Very ambitious. Markets fell to fresh two-year lows and then rebounded off of the CPI number last Thursday. Where will we go from here? Time will tell. As always, grab the watch list, guys. Free for you every single day. We send it right to your inbox. QR code on screen. Join the more than 30,000 getting the watch list on a daily basis. We'll catch you daily live on TraderTV.Live.